Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and here I am, built this nice little landscape right here, but that's not what I'm going to be working on today. Today I'm going to be building this landscape right here. It's I think 24 by 16 in those directions, and I'm going to, blend it in with this a bit, do awesome stuff with it. Anyway, I'm just going to show you like some terraforming tips and everything. So, the first thing that I find probably the hardest is hills, right? Because you get these hills, right? Now I'm going to show you like a normal Minecraft hill right here, and it's a bit like, you don't want these hard, big edges right here. It's like half the size of the player that you have to jump up. No, you want these, smooth steps with slabs, you don't have to jump up a bunch. And you can create that effect really nicely with wooden slabs, but there aren't very many slabs in the game. Slab. See, like there's not very many that you can actually create anything with, most of these are pretty useless. Jungle slab works okay. Spruce slab works okay. Those are my favorites. I'm using jungle slab right here because I built this tree with the spruce. Yeah, but it kind of matches the dirt texture. But that makes these hills have a lot of like dirt in them. You can really see the dirt, and you can see like if I just put some slabs down right here, like this, they kind of just look like lines, and this part really stands out here, so you want to kind of mix that up. So what I've done over here is I've not put them in every single angle, so like this right here is still a full block and everything, and I've also put in this green concrete powder, and in most biomes it matches super well with the grass. You can barely tell it's there, and it really just matches in with everything. And I've also mixed in this coarse dirt because if you're looking at it from the top and you have just a bunch of slabs, the slabs are going to stand out, but if you have coarse dirt, the slabs stand out less, versus when you're looking at it at the side, the slabs don't stand out at all because of the dirt. And you want to mix in some green concrete powder, which makes it feel more like grass, even though it's not actually grass. And then wool also helps tie that in. And yeah, I've kind of mixed in a bit of dirt over here. And I've made a video on building these trees, so if you want to check that out, I'll probably put the link in the description. But I'm going to start. And the first thing that you need to think about when you're terraforming is like actually cleaning up the land. I'm going to take out all these flowers. Not the most helpful, because Minecraft terrain, not the best. Like, it makes these little pits like this. I want to fill those in, and you kind of go around and smooth out the edges, and I'll do that and be right back in a second. Okay, so yeah guys, I'm back. Just set it to daytime, so now all the mobs are burning. Anyway, so I've smoothed out the terrain a lot. This could take a bit more, maybe not. Anyway, so I've smoothed it out a bit, kind of got the wrinkles out of it. And we got a pretty good naturally generated terrain. For the most part, this area kind of looks weird. Look at this right here. This is completely natural. I have not touched it at all. And this, look at this. Anyway, so I've really just made this hill more of a sloping area, giving it more, because it was like one block jumps, like right here. You just go wham, wham, wham. But now it's more of a gentle slope, Go up and there's like 2 blocks here, 3 blocks there, just made it a little bit more nicer. And that's now I'm gonna start adding in all these slabs right here. I'm not going to add them the whole way, and I don't want to add them more than like 1 or 2 blocks in, because that can make it seem a bit repetitive in places. Anyway, so I'm just going around and doing this, and yeah. And just going around, you know. This isn't really what I'm terraforming, you know, out of these acacia log boundaries. But once I'm done with this, on this, at least on this particular hillside, you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier, where it's just kind of like these don't fit in much, you know, and you got to add in stuff like this coarse dirt along where you put these, and you know, it kind of makes the hills a little bit more, you know, dirty because you're adding more dirt, but you know, the hills can sometimes seem a lot more like they have a lot more dirt in them. We have some right there, but that's just part of, you know, integrating these blocks because they don't have grass slabs. You know, it would be great if they did, but they don't, so you have to settle for this. Anyway, so I'm going to continue doing this and see you in a second. And here we're back yet again, and just look how amazing that looks. And it looks so much better when you add in like these little spots right here, because it's not like at every half block there's a piece of mismatched stuff, you know. It's at all different levels. Anyway, so another thing that I like to do is sort of create patterns within this randomness, this seeming randomness that is going on right here. Like, you know, these are all at the same diagonal, you know. And I try not to put as much dirt in the areas that aren't actually hills. Like this hill, you can see in my original thing that it's like a lot of it is dirt, but in this area there's only like 1 patch, 2 patch, 3 patch, 4 patch, you know. And they're really small patches, whereas this is, you know, it's a lot of dirt. Oh, caught in the tree. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a bit of stuff. But the next thing to do is add in this green concrete powder, and I like to add it in these ridges, right? Because like, look at it from this angle, you can barely see any of the green grass, right? Now if you put in some of this, it looks like there's a lot more grass, you know, and it just kind of fills in the whole block. And so I just kind of scatter this about and do the same sort of thing with patterns, right? I kind of make it at the diagonals connecting, and it creates a nice effect. Because it blends in with the grass so much, it doesn't work in some biomes, like the cold biomes and the desert. They have a different grass color, which doesn't match this as well. But in most places it works really fine. And then the other thing that you grab is some green wool, right? And you put this in spots like right here, where there's like a giant patch of concrete powder, and it like makes a darker area, you know. And you kind of just surround this with concrete powder. Makes it look nice, and yeah, adds a lot to it. So yeah, back again, and as you can see, this slope has a lot more grass on it right here. Like if you look at it from this angle, it's just grass all over, you know. So I've put down a few layers of, or a few rounds of stuff, you know. Got it all in there, and yeah, now the next part, really the final bit, I guess, is to add in flowers, you know. Good old flowers. So we got this, you know, I'm just calling them this because I'm a professional Minecrafter, you know. This is allium and all this stuff, you know. Get all your flowers and plop them down. And I like to put them in patches, you know. Maybe in some areas don't put them in patches, but it just kind of, you know, like if you find a real flowers, you actually like find them in patches, you know. You have patches of flowers all about. And then some of them I'll just scatter about randomly, you know. Put them down all over the place. And you can't put them on the green concrete powder. Kinda sucks, but you can work around that pretty easily. Anyway, so yeah, you know, put in some flowers, pretty simple stuff. Mix them in. And then the next thing, after you put in all these flowers, is of course the grass, you know, because you don't want just random grass all about. You gotta have all the cool grass, you know. So kind of mix up your grass. I like to surround the tall grass with the small grass, you know. And this grass really does help, especially if you've like ripped out parts like over here. When I smoothed out this area, it took out all the naturally occurring grass. And of course you can use bone meal and stuff like that and it'll make it for you, but you know, placing stuff by hand can make it look nicer, can make it look super ugly if you're bad, but yeah. Anyway, there we go, you know, placed down a bunch of grass. And this place is really done, you know. I've got all the terraforming mostly done. You could check out the tree video if you want, you know, learn how to make some cool trees. I'm working on some palm trees. I'm probably going to get that video out next. Anyway, so yeah, that's really it. You know, rivers, nice feature. And I'm going to add that in now, but... And yeah, there's my little river. It's not very good. May do a little bit more off camera sometime later. But water features can really enhance your build. And you know, adding the new seagrass and everything. Sea pickles, you know, nice and easy way to light up your build. And helpful. Oh, okay. But the one thing that this does do is turn your concrete powder into concrete. So yeah, beware of that happening when you do this. But I'd say water features are really a must. I didn't really work too hard on this. I just literally plopped that in like 2 seconds. So, you know, you can do differently if you'd like. Oh, well, that turned it into concrete. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.